لله okay. إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفر ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. We're in lesson 2. I got all these chords. We're in lesson 2 in Tuhfatul Atfal. It's the text dealing with Tajweed. And we're having our first quiz. It starts off, it says, what is the name of the author of the text? What is the name of the author? Who can tell me? Sulaiman what? Jamzuri. His name is Sulaiman Jamzuri. That is correct. Sulaiman al-Jamzuri. And we could write it the way it sounds, or we can do whatever. So, what is the title of the text?
The title,
no us. Sammaytuhu bituhfatil. Right. So the name of this text is, we can, Tuhfa Atfali. Okay? Or, the people write Tuhfa al-Atfal. And Atfal is the plural of tifl. A tifl is a baby. What is intended by this title? Tuhfa Atfal. Tuhfatul Atfal. What's intended by this?
This is starting.
For the beginner. A tuhfa is something nice. Tuhfa is something nice or a gift. Right? Something nice or a gift for the students, for the babies. The babies in what? The babies in the science of. So that goes to the next question. What's the subject of the text? Tajweed, right? The subject is Tajweed. Okay, then we say, where is the author from?
Al-Jamzuri.
He's from Al-Jamzur, that's the village. Give me, sorry, Tanta, okay. Tanta. Okay, but where is Tanta? It's in Egypt. No, it's not in Cairo. Everybody gets Cairo or Qahira mixed up with Egypt. Qahira is a city inside of Egypt. Okay? So it's a huge city, if not one of the largest cities in the world. But it's a city inside of Egypt. Okay? So we get that clear. All right, and we didn't get a fifth question this week because the text was real short that I gave you guys, and we wanted to get on to the next part of our lesson. And the next part of our lesson is the madbadi. You have to hit restart.
Oh, your computer?
I'm asking.
I don't think so.
Okay, well, let's get started.
But it's not coming up on the projector.
Okay, well, you have to hit restart then.
Your computer.
Yeah, I think so. That's what I used to see Makeen do, inshallah. All right, and if not, don't worry about it. We'll just put it up there and I'll use it and I'll write on the board. What do you want to do? Yeah. Okay. Quiz number 1. We have it finished. Everybody has those answers on the board? You had some different answers?
No, I just.
Okay, we'll get them later. Everybody else got it? Okay, well. I'm Jamzuri, Tanta. Make sure you keep this. I'm going to want to see your papers a little while later to make sure that you got all the information, the proper information recorded. Now you take out another piece of paper. And it's very important that you get all the proper information written and recorded in your book. The next thing that I'm going to do is I'm not going to ask you, I'm going to place 10 questions. We were going to have it on the board, but I don't know how to work the computer.
It's supposed to be rebooting.
Oh, you did it?
The computer is supposed to be restarted.
Did you hit restart?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, well, maybe we'll get something. The first thing that I want to ask you guys, get to a clear piece of paper. There is 10 things in every science that you have to know before you study it. 10 things. You don't have to take out the piece of paper. Just have it ready. 10 things. The first one is the name and the definition of the science. Ismun wa hadd. You have to know the name of the science and the definition of the science. The next thing that you have to have. Did it boot up? You ready? Okay, the next thing you have to have is the mawdu'. What is the subject matter of that subject? What is the subject matter? Who was the first person to begin this science? And what's the benefit that science has? What are the fruits or the benefit? Yeah, well, I said that already. To say the benefits. What other sciences is it related to? And what's its rating? What's its fadl? Its nobility in regard, or its nobility regarding other sciences. Okay? Then we need to know the hukum, the Islamic ruling on the science and the issues that it deals with. Okay? And then, of course, we need to know the istimdad. What are the things that it makes up this science? So let's get those things on the board. If they don't have it ready, I'm going to put them more on my board anyway. Okay? You guys ready? It should be under, I don't know. Let me see. Okay.
Okay, look, it's the train.
Okay.
Turn around.
Yeah, put it on the board. And I'll get it up. Okay. Definitely McKean is better than us.
On the back over there, those things, they go up and down. You see, there's a button and this
Oh.
one goes down. Yeah. If
Oh,
you pull
okay.
up, pick it up, pick the whole thing up, and just pull the button, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yes, TAJWEED.
Because they, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So once you release the
There it
button,
goes.
it will stay.
Oh, okay.
Okay, now if you could just put that, fix that up,
Yeah.
then it's good. We're good. No, serious. Alhamdulillah. One of the things that we can do all the time in Tajweed class is we can recite. Just as a point, Tajweed is a science, while we're waiting for them, the technical difficulties that we're having, Tajweed is a science that its study is not disconnected to its application. Here, have it. What do I mean by that? You can't study Tajweed from a distance. I can study certain sciences from a distance. And then as I go to apply them, I learn other things, right, about that science. Tajweed is not like that. Tajweed is a science that as you study it, you have to start its application to understand what you're actually studying. And unless you do that, you will never achieve true Tajweed, and you will never really know if you know what you're talking about or if you know what you're actually saying. So, just to reiterate, you have to study the Tajweed along with its practice. For that reason, the ulama of the past have always said that the only way you're going to get to Tajweed is through exercising your jaw, right? Practicing with your mouthpiece, moving it up and down and going around like this. So the first line that everyone has to learn is أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.